In today's video, we are going to design this animated website using Figma. We're going to generate AI assets using Gemini, and we're going to find inspiration for this using Mobbin, which is also the sponsor of today's video. Let's go. So first things first, let's head over to Figma, and then let's go on our frame tool and let's select MacBook Pro 14. I want this website to be for a fictional car company, something like an off-road kind of futuristic truck. So I think we're probably going to have like a boxed in header, and we're going to have our logo here. We'll have our navigation here. We'll have like a kind of secondary call to action there. Let's say this is going to be the car. And then I kind of want to have a lot of depth in the foreground and background. And then we'll have some text about the car and some kind of call to action here to order one. That's the concept. This is looking extremely messy, so let's head over into Mobbin to get some inspiration and some ideas for what we're going to create today. So this here is Mobbin, and if you're not familiar with Mobbin, I would say it's probably the best place for inspiration on UI design. You can filter between like iOS apps or web apps. These are all actual real world examples of apps that actually exist. You know, these aren't just concepts. These are tried and tested apps. So it's a really good way to get inspiration for not only something that looks good, but something that actually functions, you know. So let's get some inspiration for the website we're trying to design today. I like this here. So this is legend. This sort of depth is exactly what we're looking for. I like that idea of depth. You've got things in the foreground that are kind of blurred. If you click here, you can go to sections and you can see all the different sections of the website as well. We're just going to get inspiration from a few different things and kind of bring it together to create our own. But I really like this hero. So we're going to take a screenshot of that there, and we're going to bring that over into Gemini. So we're going to give Gemini this prompt here. Generate me a background image similar to this, rocks and purple flowers in the foreground, clean sky in the background, no text or graphics. Now Gemini is going to give us this image here, which looks pretty good. It's not the exact same. We don't want it to be the exact same, but that is going to work. So let's just download that in its full res, and we'll pull this into our Figma design and just get this position somewhere like this. Now we're going to ask Gemini, generate me a futuristic 4x4 Tesla Rivian inspired off-roader adventure, silver color, facing camera, 45-degree angle. And this is what it gives us, which is looking pretty cool. So let's download this and we'll take this into Photoshop. So in Photoshop, we're going to go up here to select, and we're going to go select subject. We might need to kind of neaten it up a little bit. But once we have that, we're going to go down here to mask. And there is our car, and we can save this as a PNG. And we're going to bring this into our Figma design just like this. Now let's actually get this position somewhere over here. And I know this looks insane right now, but this will come together. Now we want to add a little bit of depth to this hero. So let's take this background image over into Photoshop. And we're going to select just the sky here. So we can go select sky, but we actually want to select just the foreground. So we can invert that. And we can go down here to mask, and then now we've just kind of got all of our rocks. So let's save that out as a PNG. And then if we go back into our Figma, we can duplicate this and we can drop in our PNG. Now what we can do is we can grab our Porsche layer and we can drag that underneath. And then now we've got a little bit of depth. We're going to reposition that front layer a little bit, and then we're going to go Shift and H, and that's going to flip it the other way. It's going to flip it horizontally. And what we could do as well, if we click on our actual background layer, which is this one away at the back, we can go effects and we can add a bit of blur to that, and it'll kind of look like a kind of depth of field sort of thing. And then you can start just kind of playing around with this and getting it dialed in. Okay, next up, we're going to click on our main frame and we'll go layout guide, and then let's actually add some columns to this. We'll go 12 columns, we'll go 64 margin, and then gutter, we'll go 16. Go up here with our frame tool and we'll add a header like this. And then let's give it a logo, which is just going to be Roma. And we're going to go with this font here, and then let's go 24 pixel size. Duplicate this out. We'll just do something like that for some navigation links. We'll make them 20 pixels in size, make that an auto layout, and then let's make a gap between them like 64. Duplicate one of these out, and then we'll just make a little button. Font, actually, let's choose this font here, which is Open Rund, and we'll go 16, and we'll go semi-bold. And for color, let's actually go with this here, which is this kind of slight blue. Now let's also bring in a massive H1, which is going to be Land Runner. That's the name of the car. This can kind of sit behind the car layer. you can see that starts adding some depth to the page. You know, we've got the background, we've got the foreground, we've got our text that kind of sits behind. Now, what I really like about this legend site that's on Mobbin is they have this kind of grid effect that's kind of running down there. I want to kind of copy that a little bit. You know, it's not a direct copy, it's influenced, so let's influence that in our design here. And we're going to choose our rectangle tool, and we're just going to do this, and we'll go fill 0, but we'll go stroke, and we'll put that on the right hand side, and we'll go white. And then if you go up here to the width, you can go divided by 4, and then you can just duplicate this out 4 times. And if you make that an auto layout, it's just going to kind of duplicate it across, and that looks quite cool. And then maybe on the last one, we'll get rid of that stroke as well. And let's move this behind some layers. And then lastly, we just kind of need our call to action, which is going to be something like this. Now, this is just a kind of frame, and we use this glass effect on it here. And we've got a button, a range, and something to lease. Now, we can actually drag this somewhere in the stack, and then now it's going to sit behind these flowers. So there is the hero section, and you can see how we got inspired from a design that was on Mobbin, but now we've created it as our own. What Mobbin shows really well is a lot of these top companies, a lot of the kind of structure and the way that they do things is very alike. They're all following these common sort of practices which are tried and tested and just actually work. So when you're looking for web design inspiration, taking inspiration from websites that actually exist, you can't go wrong. So let's get inspiration for the next section of our website. Now we're going to choose something else, because let's change this up a little bit. Now the Framer website is clearly very removed from a car website. Now this section here I actually really like, and I think we could use something like this on the website, where we have kind of like features of the car and then maybe some videos on the right. And I like how that kind of stays sticky. So let's click on our main frame and let's drag this all the way down, and we're going to create our next section. Let's give it this color here, and then let's say something like more than 4x4. Now we're going to create our own version of this that corresponds to some videos that we'll put on the right. Now we've got like camping mode, off-road mode, city mode. This section is going to be the kind of like call out features of the car. Now, if we head back into Gemini, we can say, let's use this same car, but in a campsite setting. And then this whole section, once you scroll, it'll show you a different video for each sort of section. This will make more sense once we kind of go into the Framer part of this video. Now back into Mobbin for some final inspiration so we can finish this design. Mobbin has over 500,000 design screens and over 250,000 user flows, so there's a lot of inspiration to get here. Now let's search if they have like any car. Oh, they do. They've got Rivian. Here we can see the website for Rivian. And not only that, but we can see all the different sections. So we could definitely get some inspiration from here, because it's a similar sort of vehicle. And I really like this sort of thing where we have kind of the big car in its surrounding, and then we have some kind of call out stats. I like that a lot. So the first image of our car that we cut out, let's actually use this with the background this time, because we didn't do that before. So let's get this positioned in this section, and then we'll get this kind of cropped just a little bit like that. And I like that on Rivian, they've got these little call out sections with the 0 to 60. So let's add in our own. You got range, horsepower, 0 to 60, and a kind of call to action to order now. And we will just make sure that that's all centered. Now there was one really cool footer selection I liked on Mobbin, so we can actually select footer and we can look at all the different footers across all these websites. Now I like this one from Popcorn. You can see it's got this cool animation once it gets to the bottom. Now I really like how that footer gets revealed. So let's do our own version, and we'll do something like this, where we've got our big logo at the bottom just like they have, and then we've got just some links that sit here, and then this will kind of scroll. It'll do some kind of cool interaction when you scroll to it. And then we can have it kind of cutting off at the bottom, just a bit like that. And that's pretty cool. So there we have our finished Figma design that we created using inspiration from Mobbin. Mobbin really demonstrates how a lot of the best designs out there aren't necessarily the flashiest, but they are built for purpose. There's a certain structure a lot of different landing pages all share. So as a designer, you can use Mobbin to get inspiration from real world websites. Now I'll show you guys how to quickly turn your Figma design into a Framer functioning website. So in Figma, you can go down here and you can type Framer and you can select the plugin. Now we're gonna do just a section at a time, and you'll see how easy it is to get this across. Into Framer, and you can just paste this in directly, and it's going to paste in all your images, all your layers. Now what you will then need to do is make things stacks to make it responsive. So I like going through things just kind of one at a time and doing that. And just by going section by section, you can see how your design can come to life in Framer. Now this is a fully functioning website. You can see we've got this sticky sidebar that when you scroll down, it gets stuck on the side. And then once you get to this one, it shows this video, the off-road mode, and then once you scroll down it goes to city mode, and then once you scroll down here to this section, you've got all your stats, and then you can see our footer that gets revealed. That's like the popcorn one that we've seen over on Mobbin. And that there is the full process of how I design in Figma using inspiration from Mobbin on motion and sections and bringing it all together into a fully functioning Framer website. Hopefully this was useful for you guys. If you want to check out Mobbin, please do so. There's a link in the description. Thank you to them for sponsoring this video. If you guys liked this video, please subscribe, hit the like button, and check back soon for another video. Right, love you guys. See you soon.